The films I bring in Bolzano film festivals are two. A documentary called TARDES de Soledad, directed by Albert Serra, and a feature called MAGELLAN in English, Magallanes in Spanish, MAGELLAN, directed by Lav Diaz. They are both co-productions, international co-productions. The first one, Tardes de Soledad, Afternoons of Solitude in English, with France and Portugal, and MAGELLAN with France, Portugal, and Philippines. We normally, in Underground Film, which is the name of the production company I work, it's my production company, was the first documentary we did, and we are not focused on doing that. And when Albert came with this topic, because this is the idea, no? To put on the wall something that makes you think or pay attention. That was the topic. So it was controversial because of that, because we wanted to focus on something that makes sense to talk about. For me, as a producer, when the director came with this idea, for me was I was a kind of scared on one side, because it is something very controversial, no? But on the other side, I was willing to do it, because it is important to show to the world what's happening and not hiding anything. Because the nice thing to produce directors that are not in underground films, like, it's giving them the freedom, absolute freedom that we want for our own films, which is super, super nice. The production of these films were challenging, but with the other one was more difficult because of the director, Lav, is shooting a lot. And there were lots of films coming before, and it was extended on the time because of that, and because of the difficulty of finding a boat. But we had to stick to the period that we could manage this, plus the actor, plus the director. So it was a little bit too extend into the time, too much for us, because it was a film, and you have to, you have you have time for that because of money, time, everything, no, the teams, etc. It was a little bit difficult for that. But then you have them all ready at the same year, no? In 2024, 25, they both appear. But yeah, it was different ways, difficult to manage. The most challenging aspects of my work, it is something that I really question to myself. This film needs to exist. I'm not a goddess to decide, no, but it's like, it needs to exist. This film, it's fine, but if it doesn't exist, it's not a problem. But, I would like that to exist. So the possibility to make this happen is the most challenging thing. And there are lots of things that changes during the process, lots. And it's like jumping from a hill all the time, but I'm not scared of that, no? But the other thing is the most important. Yeah, directors. Well, to find your voice, it's important, and be willing to explain what's there, but don't forget what has already done. Yeah, don't try to put something on this wall, something new, be original. Yeah, not only original, yeah, because there are some films that just trying to experiment. Not only that, no, but have your voice, listen to the others, but go ahead with yourself.